You might not believe it, but Michael Burry has recently done a lot of selling, and this most recent filing dates from September 30th, 2021. As a result, it's a little out of date. However, out of his usual $638 million in equity, he only has $38 million in stock. As a result, he currently owns only 6% of the company's equity. Is that to say he sold out of 94% of the stock? What exactly is going on? He backed out of his bid against Cathie Wood's ARK funds, liquidated his Google stock, and even backed out of his bet on Tesla. He was often ranting and raving about how Tesla and other EV businesses were overvalued. But now, he sold all of his Tesla bets. Let's dive in and see what's really happening. Welcome to Financial Market TV. If you're new to the channel and enjoy content like this, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, please don't hesitate to share your comments down below and give this video a like. Let's get started. Burry has been harping about how inflation will wreak havoc on the economy indefinitely, and he believed that going against treasuries was the best way to go about it. He did, however, sell both the put and call options on the 30-year treasury. So, what exactly does this imply? Why is he trying to get rid of everything? It doesn't appear to matter if he is correct or incorrect because he's betraying every single one of his major beliefs. Let's try to address that issue by looking at what's left, albeit we shouldn't place too much faith in it because it's only about 6% of his original. So, he's still holding on to CVS. That's a consumer staple. People are really getting their basic daily necessities out of there. He has one defense company, LMT, Lockheed Martin, as you can see. Nothing too crazy there. And finally, he's still holding on to Geo, which I know already Geo and CSW are private prison companies. And then beyond that, these two remaining stocks are too small to even really consider. So let's look at the questions. Why is he still holding on to them? I've looked around the internet and after reading a whole slew of articles about Michael Burry and what's going on, and came to the conclusion that none of them are really catching on what we think is going on. We think that Michael Burry did this because he realized how dangerous the market is with how dangerous a fiscal policy is with all the inflation and money going around. He sold completely out of the market, realizing that there were no safe harbors and stocks anywhere. And if I had to guess again, he got his money out of the stocks into more real, tangible assets. It's gotta be more safe. He sold out of everything because he realized stocks are not the place to be. At least that's what we think. Most of this funny money, inflation money going around, making huge valuations is just gonna crash. So he probably thought he should take out all of his money and put it to secure his immediate life. So I'm talking about personal support, where if you have all your daily needs, security, if you can produce your own food, your own energy, and all that, you don't need to worry about necessarily there being a massive currency crash like you see in Turkey or an economic crash that we've seen in previous decades. If I had to guess, he thinks there is going to be a crash last a super long time. If I had to guess, he not only thinks there's going to be a major crash, but also very soon. Because under normal circumstances, you don't want to be out of the stock market for a long time because prices of stocks can quickly shoot up when times are good. If you're holding cash, you'll get left far behind in the dust. If you do that with Michael Burry as of September in 94% cash, I think this signals that he thinks there's going to be a major crash soon. Now, if you remember when he had those investment positions against treasuries in the US, I think this is 3 times worse of a sign compared to how that was before. And I think that we have some good evidence to back this up. So there's obviously a tweet here from the Michael Burry archive, and it says, for what it's worth, I've never shorted any cryptocurrency. This is my third bubble. He's still referring to the fact that he might be shorting a 30-year treasury. In this case, I think the filings don't lie here. I think he did sell out of these positions, and after scrolling through his Twitter and ignoring most of the political topics, and just thinks that in short term, cash is the place to be because of the incoming crash. We can expect more speculation than the 20s, more overvaluation than the 90s, more geopolitical and economic strife than in the 70s. But this seems to be that he's expecting the mother of all economic collapses. And again, there's more talk about the inflation, but you're obviously free to disagree with Michael Burry and me. However, there are a lot of articles saying Michael Burry's new number one stock is CVS. You need to look at it in context here, though. Yes, it is 40% of his portfolio, but it's only a market value of $16 million out of his original $600 million, as you can see here. So, this is not a typical position. I wouldn't say Michael invested in lump sums or a massive one shot investment on CVS. This investment does not signal huge confidence in CVS under his old portfolio. However, I really want to get your opinion on what exactly is going on with Burry's portfolio. Do you think he's just getting out of the market and heading for the hills? Because that's what it seems the evidence is pointing to. But obviously, we can't know conclusively because he's off Twitter right now and he doesn't exactly put commentary outside of his Twitter. It could be as though something innocuous and simple as maybe he's retiring. Maybe he wants to focus on drumming or on his guitar or music career. But if we had to guess why he's doing all this, well, it signals total loss of confidence in the financial markets. Everything, literally everything, and every single possible investment type you have here, he could have bought. He could have bought bonds, he could have bought treasuries, he could have bought normal stocks and securities, but he's out of all of it. It seems like a real total loss of confidence. Take this one little data and your overall model of what's going on in the market and take it into consideration. This is a bad sign, and it's not the only sign that's going to be going out there right now. Thanks for watching the whole video. Again, if you're new and like this type of content, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to leave a comment down below and hit that like button. Also, click on the notification bell to get updated on our weekly uploads. See you in the next video.